Welcome to yoga. Back on the mat together. We're gonna start standing. All right, it's a beautiful day. Let's shake it out a little bit. Just a little soft, gentle bounce, maybe a little twist. Looking over to the right and the left. Gentle. Maybe some deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a nice deep breath and take the arms up. Clasp interlace the fingers and point the pointer fingers up. Root those feet and spread them wide. See if you can really just feel like your feet are pushing through the floor. Lengthen the waist, drop the scapula a bit. See how high you can get those fingertips. So just kind of find the length here. Let's take a deep breath in. And then a slow exhale out, staying with the length. One more time, deep inhale in, feel this length. This should kind of feel like kind of getting you tired a little bit. And on the exhale, just take the right ear to the right shoulder and let that hand be heavy on the side of the head and flex the left palm. Oh yeah. Hang out here for a second, breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Take those shoulders back and down. And tilt the chin forward on the diagonal. And then maybe lift it up towards the ceiling. And let's take a deep breath and take those arms back up. Find the length. Inhale deep. Stretch, stretch, stretch those feet into the floor. And then exhale, other side. Left hand to the side of the head. Slowly take that palm down to the floor. Breathe, shoulders back and down, belly's lifted. And rotate that chin forward. And maybe back up towards the ceiling. Little tilt. Good. And release that head. Let's just take the head round a couple times, just standing here, slow circles. And let's try and get that breath activated. Inhale as you take your head back. Exhale as you take your chin forward. Other direction. Beautiful. We're going to get those shoulders activated. Let's circle them forward and up. On the inhale, exhale as you take them back. And you can add the head and the neck in this too. So as the shoulders come back, you can let the chin kind of react. And as the shoulders come forward, you can let the chin react. So it's just sort of like a sequential movement. Shoulders pulling the head forward as a kind of reactive movement. And then try the other way. Up and down. Up. Using the breath on the inhale with the shoulders coming up. Good. And let's take a nice deep breath and open up the palms behind us. Palms forward, chin up, big inhale. Reaching those palms behind us, opening the chest. Exhale, let's push the camera in front of us with the palm. Push, 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 and scoop the belly button towards the back. Drop the chin to the chest. Same thing. Inhale. Arms come back. You can even try and touch the palms behind you. Exhale, push forward. Palms forward. You can clasp them if you want. Let's stay here for a minute. Take the right hip back. Belly button to spine, left hip back. And then center, both hips pulling, pulling, pulling. Inhale, take the hands behind the back. Clasp them together. Push the hands down. Look up. See how that opens up your chest, shoulders down and back. Just breathe here. Release those hands. Let's take the elbows forward, kissing the elbows together as we lift. Opening the shoulders and scraping the back wall, couple of circles. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Really get those elbows close together as soon as possible and keep them together for as long as possible. Reverse that circle. Like you're really trying to trace the biggest possible circle you can with your elbows. Ah, yes. Feel that rotation in the back, scapula. Squeeze, inhale and exhale. And we're just gonna hold in this W here. We're just gonna do a little tilt, elbow into the rib cage. Exhale and then tilt the other way. Inhale, recover, exhale. Squeeze the elbow into the rib cage. You can push your hips to the side too. Good, take those arms out and we're just gonna press the back of the palm towards the wall. Inhale, exhale, take the palms up. Press and rotate. And press. So match your breath. Good. You should get a little fire going in those arms. Good. And let's just take a couple circles, big circles. Other way. Good. Good. Let's meet up with the hands clasped one more time. Let's take the hips to the right. Look under the right armpit. Drop those scapulas down the back. And other side. And pushing the hips forward and giving me a nice arch. And let's come all the way down and open up those arms. We're gonna go slow here. We're just gonna come down with our hands on our knees. Just wag that tail a bit. Big breath here. If you wanna come down a little lower, elbows to knees. And when you're ready, if you need a block, grab one. Let's come forward into a forward fold. I want you to kind of be easy here. Shake the legs out. Grab a block. If we're not ready to go into a full fold yet, because we're just getting started. Shake those knees out. Shake the head out. No and yes. And drop a little further. And we're just gonna hang here. You want to micro bend in the knees. So you don't lock those knees. Big breath. Yeah, let's do a nice 4 count inhale. 4 count hold. And an 8 count exhale. One more time. 4 count inhale. 4 count, hold your breath. 8 count exhale. Taking weight into your hands, lift the heels off the floor, bending the knees and creating a nice curve in the spine. Drop the top of the head to the mat and your sits bones. Get your abs engaged and lifted. Walk the hands out into plank. Hold plank. And we're just gonna do a little rock and roll. So we go forward and push back. Inhale, exhale, heels come back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, one more. And we're gonna walk those hands back, bending the knees, curving the spine, coming through that tight, tight, tight C shape, dropping the heels to the floor, coming through the forward fold. So you do want to come through the forward fold for a minute, and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll up to standing. Good. One more time, we're going to do that with a roll down. So chin to chest, and slowly let the head be heavy, then the shoulders kind of drop, then the top of the rib cage, then to the waist, control, nice and steady, down to the hips, down, releasing, heavy torso. Give yourself a shake here, knees, head, no and yes. Heavy head, heavy arms, taking weight into the hands. Bend the knees over the toes, yeah? Right over the toes. Create that tight C, and then shoot the energy out into plank one more time. We're gonna lift the right leg off the ground, hold and breathe. And the left leg off the ground, hold. And we're gonna drop the knees, and we're gonna do knees, chest, chin. Knees, chest, chin, elbows scraping the side of the rib cage, push back, and come into prayer pose. Let's just breathe here in prayer pose for a minute. Maybe let out a big sigh. Coming back up. We're gonna do some push-ups here, slow and steady. Down and up. Now this time we're not doing knees, chest, chin. I want you to be on your knees and keep your upper body torso straight. So we're not doing the worm. We're actually doing a regular old push-up, but on the knees. So we're just gonna do 3, nice and slow. Inhale. As you go down, exhale as you push up. Oh, going slow is hard. All right, come back up to plank. Yeah. Hold plank. Let's just shoot the booty up in the air for a minute and hit that downward dog early on in this session. But tread the feet. Big breath. All right, time to rev the engines. We're gonna bend the knees over the toes here in down dog, and then we're going to shoot forward into plank 5 times. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, hold plank, and drop the knees, and come into prayer one more time. This is a good home base. You can always come here anytime in class. Release. Beautiful. Come on up to all fours. Just a couple cat-cow. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round, look down, chin to chest. All right, we're gonna do something we used to do. It's a kind of a moving cat-cow. So we're going to take our rib cage to the right. We're going to bend the arms as we bring the chest to the floor, and then the rib cage to the left, and then arch at the top. So we're making a circle with our ribs to the right. As we drop them towards the floor, we're arching, and then as we're bringing the rib cage up, we're rounding. So it's kind of like cat-cow, but it's in a circle with our ribs. Try the other way. Left, rib cage goes to the left, chin brushes the floor as you swoop the rib cage around. Slow and steady goes the rib cage. One more time. Also working those triceps, of course. Good. Take the right foot forward, and let's just get vertical for a second here. Ooh. Let's take a nice deep breath up and look up. There's everybody. I lose you when we go down on the mat. Everyone disappears. Take a nice inhale. And then on the exhale, take the hands to the mat, either side of that front foot, and push the hips back over the heel, drop the chin to the chest. Couple times, you can do this as a mobility flow with an inhale here and an exhale here, or you can just stay in one position for like 5 deep breaths. Each one is a beautiful thing. It just provides different balance and focus. And you can also do a little combo where you do maybe 3 sets of a flow, and then on your last set, you hold. When we come back to this position, I'd like to take the hands in prayer and bring them to our chest, and then do a little twist to the outside of that right knee, looking over the right elbow. So we're getting a hip opener here. That psoas is getting stretched. Make sure your knee's not hurting. If it hurts and it's pressing into the floor, get yourself a little extra pad. Push into the hands. So the pushing into the hands is going to help you get that twist. Now, if you want, you can open up the arms here, looking over the right shoulder towards the back wall. Coming back to prayer. Now, if you want to just try something crazy, tuck that back toe and just come on up to that lunge. There. Yes, it's a balance test too. You might need to put your hands down on the mat and then make the transition. You can open the arms here too for a second. Breathe. And let's come back down And take that right leg back. Whew. Now we're gonna do, instead of the rib cage in cat-cow, we're gonna do the pelvis. So the pelvis goes to the right. The pelvis drops to the mat. We come through cobra. Pelvis goes to the left. And then we come through prayer. So now we're doing a kind of pelvis circle to the right. Inhale as you go into cobra. Exhale as you push back to prayer. Let your body respond how it wants to. Let your head react and your neck react the way it feels natural to do. Sometimes it works counter-directional from your pelvis, and sometimes it goes with the same direction. Try going to the left now. Again, you need to, if you need a little extra padding underneath your knees, get it, because you want this to feel good. Try imagining scraping, tracing a line with your pelvis, and you're trying to get the biggest circle you can. When you're ready, meet me with the left leg forward. Whew, feels good. Taking the arms up, take a breath, look up. Drop the scapula down the back. Lift the belly button. Hands to the mat, booty presses back. You can flex the foot here, or you can keep it like flat on the mat, whatever feels good. I like flexing because it gives my calves a little extra stretch. Again, you can do a little mobility flow back and forth between these two poses. Or you can hold in one or the other. Or you can do a combo. Make sure when you're in this position with the hips back, that you really pull the left hip back. I'll meet you back up here when you're ready. And then bring the hands to prayer in front of your chest. Whew. Big inhale. On the exhale, twist that elbow to the outside of the left knee and press into the hands, looking over your left shoulder. You can open up the arms and use that as a leverage. Woo, feel that in my left scapula. And if you want, come back to prayer and see if you can just tuck that toe and lift into the lunge. Whoa, balancing challenge there. Try to open the arms if you feel like it. And hands to the mat. Drop that knee. And let's come into an easy cross-legged position. Whew. Right leg in front of the left. Drop the knees on the floor. Hands behind you. Fingertips facing forward. Give me a nice inhale. Squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, push the pelvis up in the air. Oh. Open up, let the head fall back. And release, undo the legs. Just take a deep breath in with the legs in V. Exhale, come forward, and just release forward for a minute. Let the head be heavy. You can keep the feet flexed,
Or if you want, you can point them ballet style, whatever feels good to you, or you can even go back and forth between point and flex. Just let gravity do the work for you here. Walking the hands back up. Let's cross the left leg in front of the right. Drop the knees to the floor. Hands behind us, fingertips forward. Big squeeze on the inhale. Exhale, press the pelvis up in the air, look back. And release. And this time, undo the legs and bring them back together, soles of the feet together. Big inhale, grab those ankles, arch, look up. And exhale, pull your nose down to your toes. And let's just hang out here for a second. Woo. Lift the belly button towards the spine. Drop the knees to the floor. Beautiful. Let's come up slowly. Tuck the left leg under and the right leg over. Sit on the sits bones. If you need to like come up and get the flesh out of the way, do that. We're gonna wrap the left arm around the right knee. See if you can get the crook of the elbow right where that knee is. Lengthen. So I want you to inhale, root the sits bones into the floor and lift the top of the head towards the ceiling. Then give me a nice twist to the right. Now, if you're like me, this is not just a spinal twist stretch, but this is a booty stretch on the right glute. So really root and twist and pull that knee across your body. And let's release and uncross and recross other side. You can make a dance out of it if you want, that transition, little jazz moment. All right, sit on those sits bones, lengthen. I like to kind of lean back slightly so I can make sure that my head is right in line with my spine. Get that elbow around, the crook of the elbow around the knee, and then gentle twist here. All right, we're gonna do our pranayama now. I'm gonna get some water. I think I'm gonna go back to standing for mine, but you can do them seated, you can do them on your knees. Whatevs. This marks the end of our warm-up. Final big connection to our breath here, rooting us in our practice. 20 breaths, sweeping the arms up, looking up, chin comes up, lengthening, pulling that energy down through the plumb line to prayer on the exhale. Whenever you're ready, begin. Three more.
Last one, take a nice deep breath, stay up there, clasp the fingertips in the way that you usually don't clasp them. So interweave them differently. Send the palms to the ceiling. Let's walk the shoulders up the ladder. Right, left, right, left. One more step. Right, left. Beautiful. We're gonna exhale, letting those arms come down slowly, slowly, slowly. And we're gonna come all the way into mountain, palms forward, close the eyes. If you're seated, stand up and meet me in mountain. I heard a really beautiful statement. The most brave position is one of vulnerability. And I thought of this pose, mountain, because this pose, I've always thought of as the most strong pose, this mountain pose, where we're rooted and yet open, chest open, palms open, eyes closed. So this pose is the epitome of that statement, strong yet vulnerable. Why don't we open our eyes and just take that kind of, that visual and just take us right into tree. By the way, if you want, you can do the tree we did last week with the foot tucked across and the knee pointed down. It's your yogi's choice, always. See if we can just bring that knee forward and just hold it and maybe just do a little ankle circle here. Yeah. Other way too, both ways. And if you want to, just open that knee. See if we can do a little balance check. Pull the knee to your rib cage. All right, other side. Tree. And hugging the knee to the chest, circling that ankle. And then opening it, finding that balance of the weight of the leg. Ooh. Great job, yogis. Good, let's come into goddess. Root chakra right here. Drop that root chakra right into the ground. Knees back. Knees over toes. Let's just close our eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths right here. On the inhale, lift the left heel, rotate to your right, come into crescent. On the exhale, push up into warrior 3. Come back to crescent. Inhale, and then return to goddess. Crescent on the left side. Inhale. Big, slow, deep inhale. Warrior 3. Exhale. Crescent. Inhale, goddess. Continue in your own time now, matching the movement of the body with the movement of the breath. And I'd love it if we could keep a slow, long breath. So that makes us have to really work on our balance and controlling our breath. Whew. All right, I'll meet you in star when you're ready. And you can actually come onto your toes, feel the expansive shape. We're going to turn the left heel out. We're going to reach over the right toe. We're going to tilt into triangle pose. So press the pelvis forward, yeah? Looking over the left shoulder. If that hurts your neck, you can look down. There's no reason you have to look up. It helps you twist and open up the chest, great. Looking down, take the hands to the mat. Turn that left heel all the way out. Left hand goes to the mat, open it up, twisted triangle. Looking over the right shoulder. This is a good pose to use a block for. And this is a no joke pose, yogis, so breathe into it. Send your energy to the places that need it. And let's recover, dropping that left heel around and just pinwheel the arm up and around into star. One more time. Let's come up onto our toes and star. Feel that delicious space that we can take up with our bodies. Drop the heels. Turn the right heel out this time and the left toes away. Reach forward and come down into triangle on the opposite side. Always try to see if you can press the pelvis forward so you can imagine that you're flat as a piece of paper. Now, if you need to have your hand on something, try to put it on a block or the floor. Don't put it on your knee. Yeah. Looking down, take the right hand to the floor, lift that back heel all the way up so that your feet are parallel with each other. See if you can get a nice twist going. It might not be very much. Twisted triangle. Looking over your left shoulder. Pull the left hip back, just like we did earlier in our stretching. And left hand comes down, right heel comes down, pinwheel the arms back up. And I'd actually like to bring the feet together and let's just come into chair pose. Feels good to get those, bend those knees over the toes, keeping the heels down. And let's just do some toe taps here. Right knee comes off the floor and we're gonna tap and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Stand tall, come into mountain, feel this most brave pose that you can do in yoga right here. And one more time down to chair, lifting the left leg, lift, tap, 10, 9, 8, exhale on that lift, 6, 'Stand tall. Ooh, yes. Let's take the hands behind the head for a minute and just do a little twist to the right. Drop those scapulas, keep the pelvis forward, and twist to the left. And a twist to the right. Twist to the left. Good. And let's just take that right arm to the up and over, and then see if you can grab the fingertips behind you. I can't. I usually have to use a strap. But I'm just going to try to reach my fingertips towards each other, send the elbows back. Breathe. And release, and try to switch sides. Usually one side is a little tighter. This is my tighter side. I can't even get my fingers to touch, but that's okay. The point is the effort of trying. Good. Just gonna take a look at this time here. All right, good. We have enough time to do a couple of flows. Here we go. Come to the front of your mat, or kind of like 2/3 forward. We're gonna do some sun salutations, maybe 2 sets, we'll see. Whew, big breath in, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive, swan dive through the arms. Exhale, shake that head. Inhale, big, nice breath, wag the tail, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, step back, right, left, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, and lift that right leg all the way up. Let's bend the knee and open up the hip. So you're looking under your right armpit, and your foot is trying to hit your booty. Come on through. Bring the knee down and through the leg. And let's come into side plank with the leg in front of us. Breathe. Lift the hips towards the ceiling. And then bring that hand to the mat. Send that leg back up.
And then lower. Left leg. 5 taps. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it up. Open up the hips. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Bend the knee. Let the heel kind of reach towards the glute. Look under that left armpit. When you're ready, swing the knee down and through. Shoot it out right in front of you. Make a right angle with those legs. Take the right arm off the floor. Look up. Lift the hips a little higher. Look down. Flip back to the leg up and then bring it down. Come into plank, half chaturanga or full chaturanga. Cobra, down dog. Jump or step the feet to the hands. Forward fold. Roll to standing. Big inhale. Exhale, dive through. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Step back, left and then right. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and let's circle that leg 5 times. 1, 2, trace a circle with that knee. 3, 4, 5. Good. Step it through. Drop the back heel, pinwheel into warrior 2. Flatten up that pelvis. Sink into the warrior 2. 3 breaths right here. Reverse warrior, 3 breaths. Pinwheel down, left arm comes up, side angle, 3 breaths. Hands to the mat, lift the back heel, send the right leg back. Left leg comes up, bend the nut leg. Circle, 5 circles, trace it with your knee. And big step through. Whew. Drop the right heel. Warrior 2, opposite side. 3 deep breaths. Reverse warrior, 3 breaths. Pinwheel those arms around, side angle, 3 breaths. Hands to the mat, heel comes up. Send the left leg back. Stay in down dog if you want, or do one more flow through chaturanga, cobra, down dog. Jump or step the feet to the hands, forward fold, and roll to standing. Whew. Beautiful. Let's come down onto the mat.
Perfect timing. All right. Let's do some abs. We're gonna come up off the floor to the bra line. Arms are up, straight up. Feet are in table, legs are in table. And we're going to straighten the right leg and the left arm and then come up. Then the left leg straightens and the right arm comes above the head. And then we crunch towards the ceiling when we bring the knees and the arms back to this kind of dead bug position. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you want to lower the head, you can. I have to scoot, touching the floor. You can lower the head as you reach and then lift as you come off the ground. Or you can stay up. Or you can do a combo. Good. Take the heels together and the knees, let them fall to the floor. We're gonna inhale, arms above the head, exhale, peel off the floor right here. We're just gonna do little breath of fire pulses. Now, when you do the breath of fire, I want the belly button pulling in, pulling in. You can use your mouth. Yeah, not your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Take the knees to the left. Stack them on top of each other. We're going to reach the left arm across the body while the right palm is on the floor. We're going to do breath of fire right here, reaching over the right glute. Two more. Good. Other side. Stack the knees to the right. Left palm is on the floor. Right arm crosses and reaches past the left glute, where these are small movements. 10. Here we go. All right. Take your neck to the right and to the left. Relax it. Let's take the legs off the ground. Shake them out. And we're taking the palms down by the hips. We're going to do small leg lifts. And the pelvis comes off the floor. Same idea with the breath of fire. Inhale, 10 of these. Here we go. Lower abs. All right, ladies, we got all of the abs there. The obliques, the rectus abdominis, and the lower abs. Good job. Let's take a nice bridge pose here. I'm going to do it slightly different this time. We're going to be up on our toes. So we're pushing up and our heels are off the floor. Inhale, lower the pelvis to the mat. Exhale, slow and steady, press the pelvis towards the ceiling. See if you can do a 3 count lower and a 3 count raise.
Last one, we're gonna stay up at the top of the bridge and we're just gonna open the knees and close the knees. Try to touch the knees together. Inhale as you open, exhale, squeeze and kiss the knees together. And lower the pelvis down and hug the knees to the chest. It's amazing how just doing something slightly different, like taking the heels off the floor, adds another dimension to the work that we've been doing regularly. Go ahead and extend the left leg on the ground and maybe extend the right leg up into your hand. Give your hamstrings a little stretch here. If you want to grab hold of your yoga pant. And then cross that right ankle on top of the left knee and grab through and hold to the back of the thigh of the left thigh and press the right knee away from your torso as you pull the left thigh towards your torso. Breathe. And then switch legs. Hug the left leg. Extend the right leg on the ground and the left leg up in front of you. If you want to hold on to your yoga pant, if you don't have a strap, or you can hold behind the thigh, whatever feels comfortable. Just give yourself a little hamstring stretch here. And then when you're ready, cross that left ankle over the right knee and pull that thigh towards the torso as you send the left knee away. And release. And let's cross the right leg over the left and just twist to the right, opening up the chest to the right. Gentle spinal twist. And switch sides. And return. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath at the top of the inhale. Squeeze your fists. Flex or point your feet. Tighten your face, your glutes. Squeeze everything. Hold, hold, hold. And release. We're going to do a silent Shavasana for a few minutes. I'm going to set my timer. Deep relaxation. Close your eyes and just relax.
Bring yourself back to the room by wiggling your toes and fingers. Slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Hands in prayer, and we will seal our practice today with an affirmation and gratitude. That we are like mountain pose, brave and vulnerable every time we come to our yoga mat. And anytime we bring our true, authentic self forward into our daily lives, into our interactions. And the spirit in me salutes the brave vulnerability in you. Namaste. Thank you so much.